So I'm gonna take that as my cue to go ahead and start. Alrighty, let me get some stuff off the screen here. Gotta get rid of that. That's all done with. I know, Johnny, it's all anarchy from here. Isn't he so right? Alrighty, this is going to be the 5th session I have done of this game. I should be getting close to the end pretty soon, I feel like. Well, let me see, is it going to come up on screen or do I have to adjust? Looks like I need to adjust. Hold on. Where is it? Hold on, where's the game? Why isn't it on screen? Maybe now? Oh, hold on. I don't understand. It has always worked, every time. And this time it's not coming up on screen. Oh, okay. It suddenly appeared. I didn't change any settings, but now it's there. Okay. I'm not going to question it. But alright. So I have a hard time gauging if I'm like actually close to the end of this game or not. Because, well, let's see. Let me get reoriented again. Yeah, so like if I go to a warp point, there's only 4 more checkpoints left in the game according to this. That would seem to indicate to me that I'm really close to the end. But like, I'm also inclined to think that Chapter 3 is going to be about as long as Chapters 1 and 2, so I might be totally wrong. I might be nowhere near the end yet. Plus there's still like all these recipes to discover, all these weapons to craft. There's a lot to do still. But alright. I'm ready to get started. I think I'm going to have a very powerful build. Oh god, ah! The platforms here burn me. Alright. Okay, so far it's no challenge to a dungeon Munchies master like myself. Alright, all the scarabs went in the hole. Wait, what's down here? Oh, God! Alright. Yeah, I went down there because I was like, wait, this game has never had, like, instant death pits before. There must be something down there. Got the desert jail weapon blueprint. Whoa. Okay. So I'm gonna just go down all these holes, I believe. I'm getting a lot of upgrade points too. Hey, what's this? Centrifuge. Makes all natural synthetic steroids and organic scorpion pheromones. I don't know what that means. Is that like a weapon? Is that like a dish I can cook now? Can I cook a centrifuge? Ow. Ah! Alright. Ah! Damn, these burning surfaces would probably be a problem if I didn't regenerate so much health. Oh, I got the Warhammer 22k. That's probably not going to align with my build type. I'm kind of an axe purist. Oh no, what's going on back there? Let's see, we got all natural synthetic steroids. Enables 100 crack fist while empty-handed. Attack speed cannot be increased. What could this mean? I have to, like, try it one time. Oh, what can I craft here? Well, I already made the remote bomb, didn't I? Yeah. I can make the desert jail. And the scorpion tail hook, I don't care about that. And the 22k warhammer, I don't care about that. I don't care about the scarab round shield. Alright, so if I unequip these... Oh my god. I can be the fucking Fist of the North Star. Wait, is he saying Aura Aura? It's hard to tell. It kind of sounds like machinery humming, but I don't know. What's going on here? Sweet potato. Let's get a move on. These 10 statues should be done by tonight. Put your backs into it or I will make you. Sigh. I thought we would be free after we overthrew the Lord of the Forest. Know your place, maggots. Why am I in command? Because I am better than you. Shut your mouths, work your asses off, and one day you can also be in my position. Do you miss the Lord of the Forest? Do you want to be fed to hungry monsters? Give me one reason I shouldn't write you up right now and send your miserable ass back to being cattle feed. Oh, look at those poor plants, my lord! What shall we do? Zip it, we have an evil interdimensional deity to deal with. Now is not the time. Instead of clowning around, why don't you use some of that energy of yours to find the Sarsapahara City Hall? I never really came out here much. There's just too much sand. I don't like sand. Well then, about those poor plants. I'm thinking I should make up for my mistakes by... No you don't. They used to talk trash about you. I hate them. Serves them right. Wow, who is the cruel one now? Amazing. Alright, I'm feeling like there's gonna be like no way that this fist weapon is as good as my axe combo, right? But I've got to try it, and they didn't give me like a practice dummy at that checkpoint. So... Oh. Yeah, this kind of sucks. This really sucks. I wish I had my axes equipped right now. As much fun as it might be to Aura Aura, this is not enough. Yeah, it's not going to get the job done. Let's get rid of that. Give me back the tomato soup. Yeah, I've already got the 22k Warhammer. I don't want it. I want this, and I want this. Time to kill. Yeah. Now this is pod racing. I like how those scorpions, like, burrow into the ground and then just teleport to your location, even if you're airborne. Will anything ever top this build? I don't know if it can be done. It just melts everything and regenerates health for me at the same time. Flamethrower, nice. I'll probably never use that. Ah. Even while paralyzed, I'm killing them with the whirlwind strike. Oh yeah, basic secret over here. Oh god, these wind physics and the jumping physics. Oh yeah, no problem there. I don't even need that health pickup. Ah, fuck. Got the flask. Makes powdered shark cartilage and lab-grown crystal sugar. I don't know. Oh, look who got left behind. Oh god. Oh, nothing here. Alright. Oh, what's this? A sand shark? Oh no, it's dead. Ah, fuck. Oh, shit. Okay, it's cool. Well, if I ever add another food into my build, I'm gonna have plenty of light bulb currency to upgrade it. Oh yeah, I forgot that if I jump, it ends the whirlwind strike. Ah, fuck. I hate these, like, these wind physics. They screw up my platforming so much. Okay. I'm gonna not get hung up here this time. There, that's better. Now I can get up here with some actual health. As I do these goofy-ass platforms. Alright, I got the ancient magic scroll to make smoked shark. Are these the forbidden recipes that were hinted at last time? Oh boy. Alright, that was pretty cool. Made it to Sarsapahara City. The zombie has infiltrated our protein farm. Our president has ordered us to do whatever it takes to put a stop to this. I thought he told us to treat the zombie with respect and to not incite any... Shut up, soldier. Commander Cactus is in charge here, and he operates under direct orders from the president himself. The zombie's capabilities have been greatly exaggerated through the enemy's despicable disinformation campaigns. I believe that this zombie is no stronger than a brainless soldier manipulated by slipshod necromancy. As a well-trained elite force, we have no reason to fear a confrontation. For the restoration of order and for the glory of our president, Cone Legion roll out. I just noticed their little cone emblems that they're all wearing. Show any sign of cowardice or treason and you will be shot. Get moving. Ooh. Ow. What do we got here? Organic scorpion pheromones. Attract one scorpion to aid you in attacking enemies. I don't think I'll use that. Smoked shark. Ground pound with a warhammer to create a shockwave that deals additional damage to stunned enemies. I don't think I'll be using that. Powdered shark cartilage. Fixes health at 1 and gain 100 shield points that regenerate at 3 points per second. Damage output increased by 10% for every 10 active shield points. That's kind of intriguing, actually. That might be worth considering. What else? Lab-grown crystal sugar. Gain a shield layer for every successful dagger attack. Layers disappear over time. Max 10 layers. Let's see this. The powdered shark cartilage. I have the points. I might as well upgrade it to max. Because, like, what are the odds that I'll want to upgrade more than, like, 1 or 2 of these others? This could be really strong because I've got, like, this flippin' fish pie that gives me a shield point for every successful melee attack. This could be, like, a really strong pairing. Oh, what? I don't get, like, a little animation of the characters when I upgrade this. What the heck? Alright, so what would I replace that with? You know what? I always forget to use this, like, downward axe attack. Maybe I can switch that out for a little while and use the powdered shark cartilage instead. Oh boy. So let's see what my damage looks like here. Boy. This gives me like 5,000 DPS. I am going to melt bosses with this build. That is unheard of DPS. I was hovering around like 1,200 to 1,500 before. What do we got here? A shark fin pickaxe? Oh, that is a hatchet now. That might be good. I don't care about the flamethrower. Nah. Let's Let's try that pickaxe out, maybe. Seems to be about the same DPS. So what does this do? Deals extra damage to stunned enemies. This one destroys armor, though. This might be better. Okay. I think I'm about ready to fuck shit up with this build now. This looks like it might be completely broken. Oh god, just jump up there, okay. Yes. Oh god. The power. Oh yeah, I have ascended. Oh, no. Let me get over here. Oh, a health pickup, wow. Oh god, oh god. Here we go, I got a rune stone that says hot. Makes roasted sweet potato. The glowing runes on this electromagnetic stone give off warmth and cancer. Okay. Great. So there's that. Like, every time I, like, pick up a health pickup or walk by a spawn point, there's this weird crackly noise. And it's like, I think it's the game, like, struggling to recover my hit points while also understanding that they are locked at 1 plus shield. You know, come to think of it, I'm not sure if my, like, health recovery upgrade actually does anything when I have this powdered shark fin or whatever it was equipped. I thought some, oh yeah, some other piece did drop down here. Oh, the wind, so strong. Okay. Who's next? Y'all, it would be a really good idea for you to just not even try to fight me. The wind, too strong. Yeah, I'm seeing how, like, my HP skyrockets up and then reduces again. What do we got here? Roasted sweet potato induces intestinal contractions and enables fart kick. Dash plus attack, while empty-handed, deals knockback and 400 damage. They're really trying to push, like, a bare-handed build here in the late game. And I don't know if I'm buying it. Okay, so let me see. I could probably get rid of that health recovery one. And then take the braised wings back. And start doing this again. Oh my god. I love my 5,000 DPS. It's incredible. It's Big Vine. Oh shit! He's just like the cooler Kakyoin. Oh my god. This character arc. This is the restaurant I was talking about. They move around a lot, but you just have to follow the scent. Ah, this is the most delicious thing I have ever tasted. Who comes up with this? Normally, I would have fled at the sight of the necromancer, but that's all in the past now. I don't have any reason to fear or hate her anymore. Hehe. I've never made food for plants before, but that was a piece of cake. It was easy because of my experience as the the what? Lord of the... Spit it out. Never in my wildest dreams could I have pictured myself asking the evil necromancer to cook her cursed dishes for me. Eating this food makes me happy. I can't remember the last time I felt this way. Sounds like you've got a lot on your plate. Tell us more. We're all down here together in this dungeon together, so we should help each other out. What? Sivir, I thought you... Do I look like a cruel person, Grill? I can't just sit here and watch as these innocent plants suffer. Cone lied to us. We thought he'd improve our lives, but in the end we just swapped one tyrant for another. I'm partially responsible for Cone's behavior, but I can't change him, not while looking like this. I need your help to knock some sense into him. I saw how his sweet potatoes were bullying you. Cone is just as bad as the Lord of the Forest. I'm not as powerful as I used to be, but I will not tolerate tyranny. Incredible. Cone's headquarters is located inside City Hall. If you send that zombie of yours to meet him, we'll finally be free. I know that. However, I'm not running a charity. If we topple the Cone regime, you lot have to work for me. This place is going to... what I meant to say was, I'm expanding my restaurant, and I need all the help I can get. I can't agree to that. You and your minions killed so many of my kin. What if you're just like Cone? What if you're just another tyrant? We've had enough when it comes to false promises and bad leaders. We just want to live in peace. I totally understand your concerns. I know there's nothing I can say right now that'll quell your fears. But anyone who works for me gets one free meal a day. That's a promise. Okay, I'm in. Political power in this dungeon should be shared by all. We must work together to accomplish this. A free meal? I never got so much as a free cookie. Grill, who's that piece of crap eating my food? Hey, don't be rude. You shouldn't talk about others like that behind their backs. I know that, but don't you want to know too? Go and ask him what he actually is. No. Also, are you up to something again? What's with recruiting them as employees? Look at the state we're in. We can't do anything against even a moderately powerful opponent. Putrid knows that he can't infect us with CO4. That's why he's constantly attacking us with sea organisms. His plan is to deplete our mana and our souls. The attacks only happen when my apprentice isn't here, so we can't rely on his help. So... you've recruited them as bodyguards? They're way weaker than your apprentice. They'll just get infected if you send them out there. You're not wrong. But with the truckloads of ingredients my apprentice keeps bringing home, we can feed them performance-enhancing foods. Ah. That would make a formidable plant army. Good idea. Still, the real reason I took the plants in... Shh, I told you this before. I want to add some vegetarian dishes to my repertoire. My advice is, don't cook them if you want to employ them. Wow. Big Vine still has his truck. Nope. Who's this? Get out of here. You got nothing. Oh, that was a kiwi, huh? Got him. You know, my build in the past felt pretty invincible. But I'm gonna tentatively say this is the true invincible build. I bet this would even beat, like, that Mercury boss, no problem. What did I find? Pumpkin soup blender. It is impossible to make pumpkin soup without one of these. Cool. Man, I sincerely wonder if there exists any build within this game that is half as strong as what I've got here. Certainly there must be nothing on this level. Oh god, what's happening back there? I'm so envious of my ancestors. They just sat peacefully in the dirt. They never felt pain, even when they were consumed by animals. God, you don't want to be food. Yeah, but what do I do with that thought? I don't want to just die like that, but I don't know what else I should live for. Maybe President Cone's society isn't for you. I think I understand. This place. This is all just a massive food chain. I was born to be food for someone else. Everyone is a part of this. The Lord of the Forest and Cone are just better at climbing up its rungs. Who the leader is and how they do won't change my reality. I'm a replaceable and consumable part of this invisible machine. My ego has no purpose. The world doesn't care about my heart and my feelings. The fact that I can think isn't a gift from above. It's just a meaningless coincidence in this absurd world. You finally shed your ignorance. You freaks are the same with your precious putrid. How's that different from following other tyrants? Those who endorse tyrants are not aware of the vast differences between the tyrant's interests and their own. You want a better life while the tyrant seeks power. Once they have power, your life means nothing to them. Putrid does not need power, nor does he need ideals or immortality. He abides by his only purpose in this universe. Our goals and his goals are aligned. Eat this and you will understand everything. What is it? Knowledge. Wish I could kill that freak-ass tree. I kind of like the weird crackly noise that happens when the game is trying to restore my health. It makes me feel like I have really broken something fundamental about the game. New cactus enemy. Oh, look at that slow fall it gave me, huh? I wasn't aware of this. Oh boy. Yeah, this will be no problem. I can platform my ass through this. I got the high frequency fruit knife. Makes kiwi jam sandwich. This knife cuts at the molecular level. Perfectly preserve every atom of nutrition. Oh boy, let's go. Get it. I honestly cannot wait to try these abilities out on a boss. Oh, God. This has got to be a secret here. We got half monsterized plant. Makes cone legion pie. Plants whose minds are just developing are perfect for cooking due to their reduced aggression. True. Oh God, what's happening up there now? Things are getting worse. Is that all the food you got? Are you trying to pull my leg? I told you already, we don't have enough food because the zombie attacked our farm. If you had done your jobs and gotten rid of the zombie, we wouldn't be so short on food. Don't try to pin this on me. I'm only responsible for collecting your food quota. And it's a real simple system. Punishment for all who don't deliver. Who gave you the right to treat us like this? Where were you when we overthrew the Lord of the Forest? Doesn't matter. I'm stronger, so my words matter more. Get used to it or get bent. Damn it. Damn it. To hell with this shit world. Keep whining. Have fun with that. Putrid has asked me to convey a message. Do not be ashamed to voice your wishes. Our wish to end this twisted and corrupted world will soon be fulfilled. Hey, what's the holdup? Why aren't you working? Putrid, can he really destroy the world? Our power increases with every additional believer. Break time's over. Cut that crazy crap and get back to work or I'll make you wish you were dead. Okay, I'll put my faith into Putrid. Please take me. Take everything you need. I fear the monsters that trample on me and use me as a stepping stone, but I don't fear death. Shit's getting pretty fucked up right here. What's here? Whoa, I found. Space-splitting ice maker makes cactus ice cream. The coolant in this freezer comes from an alternate universe experiencing a heat death. Damn, that's a good freezer. Damn, this Cone Legion got a really quick foothold here. Commander Cactus. Protesters have been spotted at Steeped City and the Mount Asan area. They're unhappy about the water and electricity outages, as well as the housing prices. Many plants have now openly opposed our rule. We must send our forces to restore order. No, this can't go on. Is violent suppression all we can think of? That will only harden their resolve. We must increase the intensity of our suppression in order to make them understand the legitimate authority of this government. I fought all this time for plant freedom and equality. Why did it end up like this? A ruler must consolidate power before they can begin to rule. This is an essential step. A failure to consolidate will result in a failed regime. RIP. You are asking me to rule through fear and violence. We didn't overthrow the Lord of the Forest just to do the exact same thing. Urgent report. The zombie has broken through our defenses and destroying is our base. He's right behind me. Duh. Mr. President, your orders? I don't care. I don't care. I've seen what that zombie can do. We shouldn't be fighting him. I will negotiate. Please, Mr. President. He killed my brothers. We shouldn't submit to a despicable creature like that. We all swore to follow you to the end. Well. With the violent protests, low morale, and unsavory rumors, we are at a crossroads, Mr. President. You must demonstrate your military prowess. If you back down to negotiate, you will lose support from across the board, including the armed forces. Ah, damn it. Why is ruling this dungeon so hard? Okay, fine, I'll do it. Bring out the Social Stability Battle Cruiser. Yes, sir. It's been freshly painted and it's ready for action. Time to meet that zombie head on. Oh. Okay. I'm not doing any damage. I guess I need to hit Cone directly. Look at me go. Just twirling right through his invincibility phase here. Oh, I forgot. I accidentally jumped. I'll fix his wagon. Cone military technology is the greatest in the world. Oh, this guy's cooked. Come on. How is this fight still going on? Oh, he's got another invincibility bar that he's working through here. Oh, nope. Never mind. Killed his ass. Wah, please, please don't kill me. I don't want to fight you. Hehehe, well, it's your lucky day today. You were the one doing everything behind the scenes. I'm not letting you get ahead of me again. Now's not the time for that. We're just here to stop your men from committing further atrocities. That's all. My troops. Government. Take them away. Take it all away. I can't take this anymore. That didn't take long. You should have stuck to being a critic. Life's always easier when you have less responsibilities. I wanted to make the world a better place. Why were we born in the first place? We're not plants. We weren't even living creatures. My existence may seem absurd, but I still want to discover my purpose in this world. Why can't I do anything right? I've only brought violence and chaos to this place. Quit flattering yourself. Violence and chaos have always been a huge part of our world. You just experienced it through a different position. You can wrestle with your existence at a later time. Come with me. Simmer the Necromancer wants to see you. The Necromancer? Do you know them? What does Simmer want with me? Does she want to kill me? Fine, I submit. After betraying their trust, after doing all those terrible things, I should have known things would end like this. I deserved to be put to death by the plants, and by all those I have wronged. Get it together, man. You're a tyrant, so get with the program and learn how to do all those things with no personal repercussions. That's what the Lord of the Forest did. If Sumer wanted you dead, the zombie would have taken care of you by now. I don't know what she's planning, but you're not dying anytime soon. That doesn't make sense. I'm very interested in what Simmer has planned. If I play my cards right, I might be made the next president of the dungeon. Come on, let's go. Okay. Wow, I just could not stop twirling. Oh, checkpoint arose. Nice. Just letting my shield regenerate a little. Like how he's just lying unceremoniously on the ground there. Well, I kind of expected the Cone arc to be a little longer. But Cone is cooked. Z's office. They are reunited once again. Installing. Permissions elevated. Municipal manager to executive researcher. After installation, I will have more access to classified documents. It will also let me remotely control more machines in the city. Arrgh, I'm getting some bad vibes from this. Giving supercomputers more control usually doesn't end well, does it? Nope. The supercomputer usually takes over the world. Lucky for us, there isn't much of a world to take over anymore, so whatever. Oppressive population control has always been a negative stereotype humans have attached to artificial intelligence. Humans are more like parents to us. If a child's values deviate from that of their parents, they'll more likely move out than take control of their parents. Really? So if we just left you alone, would you move to Mars or something? As I was designed to manage humans, I would follow my directive and attempt to control the world. I was right. Installation complete. I have reviewed all the CCTV cameras and discovered possible locations for new recipes. That's incredible. Look, if you can help us get out of this mess, I'll let you control as many worlds as you want. No, you can't fall for that. She's just appealing to your desires so that she can control you later. I have also discovered 3 seasons of Captain DUI on a high-ranking official's desktop. If you could get that for me, your word is my command, Master. Same, TBH. Wow. Captain DUI. And that's why this entire place is gonna explode. To be honest, our chance of success is slim to none, but we should still fight when we can. Why does this have to happen? What do you want me to do? I can't even manage a single block. We need your voice. Terrible things are afoot, and we need someone who can speak to and unite the fruits and vegetables. We need your help to get us all out of this dungeon. This dungeon. To be honest, none of us really understand their culture. I don't think we're in a position to convince them to do anything. You're different. No one knows how to talk to them more than you do. But I set my lieutenants free to do those terrible things. I don't know if they even want to see my face anymore. I have a solution to that. Back in ancient times, celebrities who went into rehab for their drug addictions would often be more popular after they left rehab. Folks will believe you as long as you admit your own mistakes. Everyone loves a repentant villain. I'll go on stage with you if you need me to masquerade as your rehab officer. Why are you doing this, Necromancer? You're more than capable of escaping on your own. Why would you need to come to us, your enemies, for help? That's because I need fruits and vegetables for my recipe. I think we should all try to help each other as we're all parts of this incredible underground community. We may not see eye to eye at all times, but we must stand united in the face of a common enemy. We have inherited this beautiful dungeon, and we are not gonna let anything stand in our way. Don't you agree? I think you should be writing that speech instead. I'm disappointed that Cone's character sprite doesn't show the questionable chocolate ice cream on top of him. Also, I noticed the chocolate ice cream, if that is indeed what he is, isn't given a name on any of his dialogue boxes. Whoa, holy shit. To simmer? Is such a thing even possible? Yes, it is. New recipe book? I think I found the ancestral magic recipes. Oh, let me see. Huh. I thought it'd be hidden behind spike traps and platforming puzzles. Well, at least we won't have to waste hours reviving his impaled body over and over again. Don't you think it feels off? Uncle Z said he hid the recipes at City Hall. He must have used some kind of illusion magic on it. It's been a long time since he stopped working at City Hall. Also, that's just what that book does. It floats around, getting blown this way and that. The civil servants that worked here probably ignored it, like how they used to ignore anything that didn't pertain to their performance evaluations. The cover does look enchanted. What? There's writing on the first page, but the rest of it is blank? What does it say on the first page? If you can see or touch this book, that means that you were once my pupil. Let this book bring you hope and courage in the darkest of times. Uncle Z. I dedicate this to you, the pupils I am most proud of. Take the Ancestral Magic Recipe Aptitude Test. Create a legendary dish requiring the expertise of multiple chefs. Create flavors that transcend multiple dimensions. The remaining secrets to this recipe lay hidden within this bespoke dish. Hidden within? Okay, I get it. Looks like we'll have to make this dish. This recipe requires a whole lot of prep work. We'll also need a more suitable space to do this. Here's the real problem, though. Between the two of us, we don't have nearly enough mana to make this dish happen. Uh-oh. It's that monster again. Detecting a shift of energy from the Soul Power Station to a high-density core of magic in the city center. The barrier is also being siphoned away and transformed into pure mana. I am unable to determine its purpose. Even with our combined effort, we have no means of stopping this massive operation. Is this it? Are we too late? The necromancer was right. We're all doomed. What can I possibly do in the face of such overwhelming power? I now realize that I'm just an insignificant speck in this vast universe. I never thought I'd be so annoyed to hear someone else talk like I usually do. Wait. What did you say about pure mana? Putrid is taking apart the soul barrier surrounding the city. It's turning back into pure mana and flowing towards the center of the city. That means that a buttload of magic must be flowing down those roads right now. Grill, do you remember how during sophomore year the power went out for a full month at uni? Yeah, I also remember how the climate control systems lost power and half the school froze to death. We earned a lot of credits that semester just from heating the dorms and reviving those students. In the end, they caught the culprit. The dean was stealing power to run his secret crypto mining farm. Yeah, that's giving me an idea. Putrid has created whole rivers of high-density mana, which is exactly what we need. Is the plan to steal Putrid's power to make food? Can that even be done? What do we have to lose? System installation complete. Activating Sulk Transport 2. Another one? How many of these did they hide from us? The government were aware that their rule would end in disaster. These transports were just one of many contingency plans that they had prepared. However, the chaos that ensued on that apocalyptic day made it impossible for anyone to use these. There's actually an entire fleet of transports available at City Hall. Alright, time to make some damn food. Time to commence with Operation Dungeon Munchies. They said it! They said the title! It's right there! That's a weird name. Oh my god, is it literally called that? Oh my god, what a stupid name. No, what's it really called? Everybody loves when that comes up in every Marvel movie ever. You've awakened my awkwardness detection modules from hibernation. He's right behind me, isn't he? Okay, so that just happened. Forget about the name. Let's get packing already. Time is of the essence. Did you literally just say that? Double simmer again. Everything's beginning to fall apart. I can't believe how not long ago I was bickering with you about how to maintain this place. Now everything I tried to protect is turning into this massive, whirling mess. I don't think that takes away from what you accomplished. Look out of your window. The iron cattle herds that I spent years tending to just became mincemeat tornadoes in that massive soulstorm. Well, hey, it's Khitan Vale. I think I always say your name wrong, but it's going good. How's it going with you? Your hard work wasn't meaningless. It's precisely thanks to your efforts that... I need more time to think about this. It wasn't a waste of time. I'm serious. I'll find a way to explain this to you later. Just trust me. I just don't want you to feel too bad about yourself. I know how much you dedicate yourself to your work. I think I'll be okay. It's just a sign of the times. Think back to the old TV programs we used to watch. Back in the day, people on the surface also had their lives upended all the time. At first it was housing prices, fertility crises, and pollution. After magic came along, everything centered around the Third World War and the magical ruling class. Some things don't ever change, though, like adulterous celebrities. That never seemed to change. Yeah, after the war ended, the short-lived peace was interrupted by the sun leaving the solar system. Such a big lore recap going on here. Our attention and our values have always shifted based on changes in our environment. I guess that's life. That's why we shouldn't focus on whether something was worthwhile or not. Purpose, meaning, and worth comes from the burning passion inside our hearts. It comes from fully immersing ourselves in the here and now. Now that's something that's worthwhile. What even did that have to do with anything we were talking about? Do you really have to go off like that all the time? I agree with what she said. I had to do an extra year for college because I played video games the whole time. That was worthwhile because I had a ton of fun. I'm pretty sure you were just lazy. Look, there's two of Simmer floating here. What is she doing? Why is there two of her? Is this supposed to happen? Weird. What does Nickel have to say? Hey Nickel, how's progress going on that thing we talked about? All the remaining functional transports are put into service. Objective, rescue survivors and collect resources before total destruction. Seagrill? It hasn't all been in vain. I've already arranged for your samples to be packed up and whisked away to safety. This dungeon might be done for, but your ecosystems will live on in the escape pods. Hehe, I think it's kind of scary how meticulous I can be. Those transports are going to smell real bad if and when we open them up. Where are the other transports going? We're temporarily evacuating from the structurally vulnerable areas of this facility until this thing ends. Clifford and the rest can't really fight the sea organisms, so they should also help with the evacuating. I hope Cohen and his ice cream buddy can help us collect a good variety of fruits and vegetables. So, I've been wondering this the whole time, so is that guy really an ice cream? I thought he looked more like a... Oh, nice. Started reading Witch Hat Atelier. I love that series. It's so good. I need to read more of it. I think I'm on like volume 7 or 8 or so. It's so good. As for us, we need to head to the capital. That's where all the magic is gathering. We'll need all the mana we can get to complete these legendary dishes. That's also the mosh pit for Putrid's big red apocalyptic jamboree. Finished volume 3 earlier. Oh, nice. Remind me of what's going on in volume 3, because, like, I've been reading that series for so long. I feel like the progress I've made has taken place over the course of, like, at least 2 years. I've been so slow at it. Oh shit. Oh, never mind. For a second I thought there was 2 grill, but that one's Nickel. The gang's all here. So we're doing a suicide mission. I thought we were just doing a hot pot. Remember the time we tore our classroom apart to put together a hot pot after we failed our entrance exams? Perhaps the meaning of life is to die without regrets. I think I've got that down. I never found the opportunity to say this, but I want to thank you all from the bottom of my heart. Knowing you has been the greatest joy in my life. I thought I would break down again, like on the eve of the last apocalypse, but that hasn't happened. That's because this time, I have you all by my side. You all give me the courage to face anything this world throws at me. Also, I'm sorry to have failed you. I said I'd bring you to a new world and give you new bodies, but I'm afraid I can't make that a reality. That's okay. It's normal for business owners to lay out unrealistic visions, fail spectacularly, and take no responsibility at all. Tyler and I have used our time here to try out new positions. So you two were behind the clacking racket behind the warehouse yesterday. There goes my well-written, heartstring-tugging speech. We should also thank your apprentice. Despite being mute and emotionally inscrutable, he's really damn good at pulverizing any troublesome enemies. Without his help, we wouldn't even be here. Hey, apprentice, you made all those dishes on your own, didn't you? For our next challenge, we'll need to all work together to complete an epic meal. Maybe it'll be a weapon to insta-kill putrid, or maybe it'll make us living gods. There she is again with the unrealistic plans and visions. One or two people usually end up doing all the work in a group project like this. That's why I never group up with Emma or Tyler. They're always doing their own work somewhere else. We're approaching the magic cluster in the capital, scanning for a landing area. Let's see. So when they saved the villagers from the water and the ink made all the rock turn to sand. Was that when, like, the river was flooding or something like that? I think I remember that part. I don't know, there's so many good parts in that series. I heard it's going to get an anime at some point, and, like, I'm really looking forward to it, even though I know that, like, it's going to be like a pretty difficult manga to adapt with, like, how there's so much, like, you know, decoration on every page, and, like, the paneling is so creative in it. Like, I don't know how they're ever going to, like, do justice to all those artistic decisions when they transfer it to anime. But I'm sure whatever comes out will be good. Teacher man cut it with a sword. It was sick. Nice. Oh, I love this looming image of a devil in the background I have here now. Oh, look at all these new dishes. Oh. Hit enemies with your bare fists to mark them. Marked enemies explode in 2 seconds, dealing area damage per mark. Marks are removed if they take additional damage. Max 20 active marks. So that's literally some Fist of the North Star shit. There is no way I'm going to be able to pivot into a bare hands build at this point in the game, though. What's this one? With a shotgun type weapon, deal plus 100 damage and knockback against enemies in close range. Probably won't be using that. Cactus ice cream. Raise shield attack damage by 100. I'm sure I won't be using that. And then Cone Legion Pie. Deal 5% additional magic damage. Yeah, I'm not going to be doing a magic build. Honestly, like, I've been seeing a lot of buzz about Witch Hat recently, like on Twitter and stuff. People are bringing it up alongside, like, Frieren and Dungeon Meshi and Dorohedoro, and being like, you know, this is all great fantasy manga by female authors. And, like, an equal number of people are being like, yeah, this is what you get when you stop making fucking everything an isekai. Which is a great point. Alright, what's going on here? It's a breathtaking view. Every part of those blood-red storms used to be human souls. Do we really have to ask them for magic? Couldn't you just use your skills to seize it from them? We used to live with these people, Grill. We can't just disrespect their memories like that. They're real people, not batteries, nor are they health packs. Sorry. I'm going to start the incantation. Do not interrupt me till I'm done. Got it. Are you tired of the bad things in life? Do you want freedom? Do you want all the good things to happen to you? Follow me for the opportunity of a lifetime. Lend me your strength and let us rebuild anew together. That cannot be an actual incantation. Phew. Alright. The souls that still have some sense, the ones that can still resist putrid, are making their way here and into our culinary instruments. See the sigils on all our tools? That's a fully automatic system to help those poor souls pass on. It generates magic with every soul that transcends the mortal plane. That should net us enough mana to do anything we want. How is this not using them like batteries? It's totally different. Sure, it looks the same, but I'm not making them do it. They're coming over on their own accord. Alright, let's get this show started. Nice. What is this here? Hehehe, this is so exciting. It's been so long since I made something this complicated. With your help, I'm sure we'll succeed. Curious. What does she mean by this? Oh my. So I'm just supposed to sit here and tend the fire with Kamul? Yeah, because you once blew up an entire row of gas canisters. Just make sure the fire doesn't go out. This is an important job, too. Do you understand, you two? Your job is to protect the walk and maintain the fire. No explosions and no weird complaints. As the laborer spends time toiling over that which does not belong to him, he not only isolates himself from the world, but also his own soul. I have been assigned the task of managing a culinary instrument. As a reminder, I do not possess any culinary modules nor any related data. I also lack a soul and cannot use magic. I know. That's why I put you in charge of the microwave. I'll be passing you notes that tell you which buttons to press. Just remember to put a cover on everything. Don't use the highest power setting, and don't leave metal utensils inside. Apprentice, before we begin cooking, remember to keep our positions in mind. That way we'll be able to better keep things in order. We can't stop once the ritual begins, so we need to be completely prepared. He's not an apprentice anymore, Grill. He's become a bona fide S-tier magical chef. Well then, ready when you are, chef. You may begin the ritual at the Spirit Walk. Spirit Walk with its DOS face. Dungeon Meshi and this game prove that we as a society desire going into dungeons to eat creatures. Hell yeah. I kind of wish they would have, like, localized Dungeon Meshi to be Dungeon Munchies instead of Delicious in Dungeon. Using my high-tech Android friend to press buttons on a microwave. Exactly. I'm looking at this microwave here. It doesn't even have buttons. It has 2 dials. I have never seen such a microwave. Also, I watched a really interesting YouTube video recently about the popcorn button on microwaves. It taught me so much shit that I never realized about microwaves. Like, if you buy microwave popcorn, they tell you not to use the popcorn button on your microwave. Like, every bag of popcorn says, do not use this fucking button on your microwave that says popcorn. And the reason they tell you that is because... Oh, you watched that too? Yeah, the reason is... Most microwaves, when you press the popcorn button, just run for a fixed time period. But some microwaves have, like, a steam detector in them. And, like, when the popcorn bag, like, bursts open a little and like lets out steam, the interior of the microwave detects that and then like stops running shortly after that detection happens. And I was like, holy shit, that's so smart. And also the crappy microwave that I have, which you can't see but is just off screen, like 2 feet away from me over here, actually has that like popcorn steam sensor. And that blew my mind. And also explained something strange that happened to me one time. Like, I once accidentally bought like the small like snack size microwave popcorn bags, and like not even thinking of it, I threw one in the microwave and pressed the popcorn button, and like it blew my mind when I took it out of the microwave and it wasn't burnt. I was like, how did this happen? I thought I like witnessed some technological miracle, but now I know in retrospect it's because this microwave of mine has that steam detector. And I felt like I must be living like the absolute life of luxury that I have a steam detecting microwave for my microwave popcorn. It was so cool. I have not been trained to perform cooking or any task that makes others happy, so I cannot guarantee a successful performance on my part. Incredible. What does Grill have to say? I guess nothing beats having a big barbecue with everyone as an apocalyptic space god destroys everything. You said it. Whoa. This must be like a big epic like final showdown that I'm about to do. I don't know. Oh, nice. You've got the popcorn detector. It's so luxurious, right? And I feel like microwaves don't really advertise when they have that. In that vein, another like mind-boggling thing I saw recently was like somebody tweeted this meme that was like, why the fuck have I never seen a commercial for a microwave? And it's so true. Literally, like, no microwave manufacturer advertises their microwave in any capacity. You've never seen a commercial for a microwave. And like, why is that? I bet if somebody made like the first microwave commercial, they would make so much money just by being the only advertiser of microwaves. Literally, you could just make a commercial that's like, buy this microwave, it's good. And people would do it because you're the only one advertising. Oh man. It's asking me to confirm making the legendary dish. I'm nervous. Are we ready? So first we have to... Warning, a large cluster of sea organisms is coming our way. Fuck, man. That dumb thing won't even let us do our goodbye party. Our chance of success has dropped to near zero. I suggest we retreat. Nope. If it's sending minions to disrupt us, that means that we're about to do some serious damage. But... can we cook and fight at the same time? Turn around and look at our guy at the wok grill. Look at his confident, tranquil, yet potent expression. What do you see? Your apprentice and his charred hairdo? He's an S-rank magical chef, damn it! Look at that face. Do you know what he's saying? Nothing's impossible. Let's get cooking. Toss the food they make into the big wok in the middle. Oh shit, this rules. Oh no. The sea organisms. Get out of here. Oh no. Oh, Nickel has a check mark here. Oh god, so many organisms. Give me this. Boom. Give me that. Grilled fish. Speaking of grilled, what's Grill up to here? Oh, nice. Oh shit, Emma is giving me like speed buffs. This rules. Oh my god. This is really cool. There's been like nothing like this in the game up to this point. Oh no! Nickel! Give me that microwave meal. Give me that speed boost. I gotta save my robot microwaved waifu. Get out of here. Oh, more food's ready. Into the Dio walk. Ah! Give me that speed buff. Damn. Alright, alright. Hell yeah. Oh my god, there's a huge group of them over there. Oh, yes. This is like arguably the best part of the game so far. This is really cool. I'm just defending everybody from these embodiments of body horror. Cooking the ultimate legendary dish. Oh shit. Hang in there, everyone. We're nearly halfway done. If this is what opening a restaurant's gonna be like, I'd rather be unemployed. Detecting an even more intense wave of sea organism activity heading our way. If we don't pull back, our probability of success will soon arrive at 0. The zombie chef may be able to fend for himself, but he won't be able to also protect all of us while trying to cook. We're already past the halfway point. We're not giving up. Shit, what do we do now? Oh my god. It's the Super Ultra Fruit Medley. Reinforcements have arrived. The part-timers have arrived. What's going on? Why are you all the way down here? Wasn't it you who put out a notice about needing part-time workers? Have the positions already been filled? You're late. This entire dungeon's about to collapse. Why haven't you evacuated? We already met Cone by the evacuation transports. Him and the poo atop his head explained everything to us. You helped us bring the deluded Cone back to his senses, and you're still trying your best even as everything collapses around you. You've definitely earned our respect today. I hope you're aware that I cannot protect you from Putrid's corruption. If any of you come in contact with CO4, you'll all eventually... This is the glory that we've sought to achieve. We shall explode for justice. What? I thought we had to all agree before we... The next wave of sea organisms is fast approaching. We wouldn't be here to fight if you hadn't nurtured us, my lord. If we make it, I promise to make you all a feast that will burst your arteries and vascular tissue. Oh, nice. I've got the tomato guys helping me out. Get away from my microwave. You know what they say. Get busy living or get cooking. Oh, thank you, Grill. Oh my god. Ooh, Nickel's getting hit hard up here. I wish I could tell these minions to, like, be stationed around the microwave only. Seems to be where I need the most help. Oh my god. Okay, okay. Alright, we got 2 more ingredients done. Almost there. Oh yes, thank you, Simmer. We did it! Did we succeed? What is that thing? Congratulations for completing the Ancestral Magic Recipe Aptitude Test. I am Cosmic Bubble Tea, a delicious calorie-rich drink that transcends time and space. I can only be summoned by the greatest of magical chefs, so you've all passed the test. You have now been approved for the Rift Project. The what project? Nickel, do you know anything about this? There is nothing like that in the database, and my permissions have already been elevated. I deduced that this was a plan formulated by the highest-ranking members of the Suck. The Rift Project was designed to protect select individuals in the case of total destruction. To learn more, please feel free to speak to me. They really planned for everything. Everything except for disaster prevention, that is. Uncle Z and that other guy, whoever you may be. Thank you. Let's go, guys. Looks like there's some hope after all. Drink me and I will take you into Rift Space, where I'll explain your situation. If for any reason you are unable to drink, simply soak yourself inside my liquids. There is only one caveat. Please do not use me if subject C00 putrid is active. That will cause the entire Rift Project to fail. That hasn't happened, right? Ah. Oh. Oh god. Grill. This is fate. Shit. Why? I guess it's time to explode. Explode already. Why won't you? Ah. No. No. It seems as if you have not been briefed on this project. I must immediately empty myself. Rift space must not be tainted by putrid. Simmer, what are you doing? You gotta go in if you want to live. What, and leave you all behind? Does it look like you have a choice? Get your butt into that bubble tea right now. Chef, you dive in. If anyone's going, it's gotta be you. Please understand that precautions must be taken to prevent putrids. Huh? No, don't come near me! No! Yeah! Ooh. We in Rift space now. Curious. Rift Space Research Station, created by the world's greatest spatial mage, the Supreme President of the Suck. Our mission is to find new ways to expand space and move civilization off-world. Project Parallel Universe Summary. Goal to locate a suitable Earth in a parallel universe and to migrate the entire population to this new world. Results? Opening a rift to another universe takes a lot out of my soul. During each test, I could only manage a tiny opening before we abort. Earth either didn't exist, or was completely uninhabitable in almost all the universes we observed. We finally found the Earth with the appropriate climate conditions in the 54th universe, but we could not detect the presence of any civilization. All we saw were the ruins of great cities. Oh boy. Goal: to send a scouting party to the Earth in Universe 54. Results: retrieved sample 01. Oh my god. Sample 01. It's a scrap of eerie, paper-like material. No, this is spooky. Okay. Souls cry out in anguish as they behold the horror of existence. He reached out to each and every wailing world and released a drop of his own soul. Sounds like it was a success. Transdimensional Subject C00. Subject C00 poses a potential existential threat to human civilization. It was first spotted by the Supreme President in another parallel universe. C00 can detect mental anguish. A civilization will draw its attention once it reaches a certain threshold for collective anguish and suffering. Once it targets a certain universe, it splits part of its soul and inserts it into that universe. Well, while we have no data on C00's soul shards itself, the data from other universes suggests planetary destruction, or at the very least, the total extinction of the human race. We must reduce the suffering in our civilization if we want to escape the same fate. The civil unrest in the underground cities and Suck's heavy-handed policies have only increased the possibility of attracting the attention of Subject 00. Internet surveillance has already yielded evidence of C00's presence in our universe. Its believers have their own name for Subject C00. Putrid. Damn, son. The plot be thickening. I got the presidential key card. Wow. There's a glowing note on this glowing table. They look as if they're trying their best to prolong their existence in this dimension. I left this key card here for you. You'll know what to do once you look inside. Ooh. Oh my god. Do I get like a super endgame weapon now? I want that axe. Whoa. Yeah, there's like every weapon type here. There's a sword, axe, spear, dagger, staff, sickle, bow, and shield. Ooh. The Constellation. Definitely making that. Oh shit, son. Let's see what my DPS comes out to with this. So it looks like my DPS is a lot lower now. It was hovering around like 3,000 there, but with this weapon, I get like a consistent 5,000 DPS. Well, kind of a letdown, isn't it? Well, whatever. We're just gonna craft all the weapons, because why not? This is so sad. I got an endgame axe, and it's not as strong as the last axe I made. Dumb. Alrighty, so I'm going back to the Flaming Halberd and the Firefighter's Hatchet. Who would have thought that this is endgame gear? What's this food that I missed? I'm missing one recipe. There's got to be a fast travel. Looks like someone once lived here for a period of time. Only bits and pieces are legible from this ethereal diary. Ah, I miss their cooking. If only I could live a little longer. But if I don't do this, no one will ever be able to taste their food. Oh, I just got the achievement for making every weapon at least once. Do you like this bunk bed that only has a bottom bunk, but still has the ladder for some reason? Pretty cool. Oh shit, son. I think it's boss time. Is that myself? Hi. If you are viewing this, you are not far from saving everyone. The coordinates to the colony world are saved in my, or should I say, your zombie head. Pass this information on to Simmer, and she'll be able to read those coordinates. Putrid is also after these coordinates. His goal is to activate the Stargate to reach the colony world. That is the reason why Putrid schemed to have you come out here. His believers do not understand cooking and recipes. The contents and information I have revealed cannot be kept from Putrid. Burp. He cannot influence this space, but he can observe us. He will pursue you the moment you return to the world. If Putrid catches you, it's all over. What happens next will be up to you. Who knows where or what I'll be when this video is finally viewed. But I have faith in you. To make it all the way here, you must be at least 100 times stronger than when I summoned you. I wish you the best of luck. Please help those girls and keep them safe. And finally, thank you for responding to my summons. Damn, son. Ooh. Shit just got real. Ooh. Oh my. Oh no, Tyler. And Emma. And Kamul. Battery number question marks. He has arrived. Hello, sworn enemy of Putrid. You must be terribly worried about your friends right now. We have not brought severe harm upon them. They've just been knocked unconscious. Putrid is only fulfilling his promise to us. He did not mean your friends any harm. This was inevitable. Fucking rotting banana. He also knows that you have prepared an escape vessel. He has agreed to let your friends live if you divulge the coordinates of your colony world. Putrid's ritual has already begun. There's no stopping it, even if you defeat him. Come and join us. We need your help. Submit to us and help us complete the ritual. We will return your friends to your side. Oh shit? Warp point? I do have one recipe that I'm still trying to find. So, oops. I clicked on the wrong spot. I meant to go here, I think. Let's see. I need to find the skimmer. It's probably in this area, right? Maybe if I scour things a little better, I'll find it. Nothing there. Oh, did I go here? Could this be it? It is! I got the skimmer! Mixed scarab protein powder. Cool. That was easy. I didn't even have to look up a guide. Alright. Oh god, all these things are here that I've already crafted and determined I don't need. Then we got damage output increased based on movement speed up to plus 10%. I mean, if I had one more slot that would be cool, but I don't think there's anything I could replace to use that. Well, that's every dish made now, I believe. Okay. Waiting for that Chivo to pop for cooking every dish. Wow. It'll probably pop up pretty soon. I really do think this might be the end game. I think Chapter 3 really is pretty short. Let's see. There it goes. Make every dish at least once. I wonder, let me check like how many Chivos I'm still missing in this game. There's still 5 to go. Oh man. I think there might be like multiple paths in this game, because like there's an achievement for giving in to Putrid, and then another one for expending his power. You still have time. Putrid advises you to think carefully. Do not be blinded by your preconceptions. Submission is not humiliation. You will be both protecting those you love and fulfilling Putrid's divine destiny. It is a most noble deed, unparalleled in greatness. You want to fulfill Simmer's dream of opening the Stargate, getting to the other side, and living the good life, don't you? Did you know how humans were able to power ships to reach the other side of the universe? They used people like me. When they confided me to that dreadful cell inside the Soul power station, I forced myself to relive my happiest memories just to live another day. Sorry, my phone just loudly buzzed at me and kind of scared me. It says there's a blue alert, and I'm not sure what that means. When they confided me to that dreadful cell... Oh yeah, I read that already. Childhood trips to the zoo, my first date, our wedding day, watching my kids walk for the first time. One day, things would get better, that's what I kept telling myself. That was until Putrid touched my heart. That's when I understood the true purpose of the power station. that machine is powered by the human will to live. By making you suffer, it maximizes your desperation to just stay alive. The cruel machine of society rolls on, powered by the unyielding hope and suffering of the weak. The same can only be happening on the other side of the Stargate. That's why I no longer want to be human. With the coordinates, you can help us locate and put an end to that endless and miserable cycle. With your help, we can bring everything to an end. The people who made me like this turned tail and escaped. They took advantage of the chaos, opened the Stargate, and escaped like a bunch of rats. Putrid promised to punish them for their crimes. Please, I implore you, join us and help us regain our justice and peace of mind. The biggest burning question for me right now is like, can I do both endings? Or like, do I have to restart the game or something in order to get another ending? I'm concerned. I wonder if I need to, like, duplicate my save file or something before I go into this. Let me see. I'm gonna go back, like, here. And I will assume my game is saved right here. I'm gonna go to the menu. I guess there's not a way to duplicate a file. Okay, I'm just gonna go forth and hope that the game will let me do both endings. But we'll see. I'm assuming there's at least 2 endings. Okay. Yield to putrid? Well, let's see what happens when I press confirm. That got me 1 achievable. Damn, son. Putrid is currently attempting to activate the Stargate. Do not disturb him. We are here to ensure that the coordinates can be extracted from the zombie's head. Once we have that, the Stargate will lead us to the colony world. Will that finally end the cycle of suffering? Putrid will completely eradicate all souls, freeing us forever from the cruel cycle of birth and rebirth. I can't wait to see it happen. I want to witness their final screams as we all return to nothing. This is the moment we've been preparing for. Let's do our best to end it all. It's happening! The Stargate's about to open. Oh shit? What's happening? What's wrong, Putrid? Looking for something? Why are my memories filled with recipes and cooking? Oh shit! You've activated my trap card. It's me, Putrid. It's me, Putrid. It was me all along. How could this be? How did she manage to possess the zombie? You mad? Looks like your boss shouldn't have delegated this stuff to you morons. Sorry, Chef. I know this is a workplace privacy violation, but it was an emergency. I latched onto you at the last minute so that I could enter the rift with you. I know everything now. Thanks for everything you've done for us. I won't let your hard work go to waste. Let me help you with this. Oof. Oh shit? Or I thought I'd be able to break free. Well, you know what to do next, Chef. You How dare you disrupt this sacred ritual? May he purge your cursed souls. I'll be honest, I'm still kind of scared of you, Putrid. But instead of saving and helping those who suffer, you have chosen to simply kill and erase. That's why I will not let you prevail. I never thought I'd say this, Chef, but here goes. We're all gonna die soon, so this is your final mission. For the sake of those on the other side, do not let them activate that Stargate. Go get him, Chef. Slice him, dice him, and serve Putrid's meat to me on a silver platter. Hell yeah. Ah. Mirror. Wait, I can't hit him. Oh, can I? What is this? What is going on here? I'm confused. Damn. Oh, what? Did I die? What is this? What is going on right now? I should free my friends first, I think. Why do I keep dying? It's not my health getting drained. Wait, I just died again. Is this like scripted shit happening? Okay, I've depleted the simmer bar now. Can I also free grill? It seems like we're in an iframe phase, I don't know. Okay, I don't get what's happening, because, like, I keep dying when I clearly have a lot of remaining health. Is this bugged? Also, these platforms are really annoying to platform on. Alright, we're just gonna do this. Then, I don't know, I guess I'm supposed to, like, hold out and not get hit too many times? I don't know. Right, I have no idea what's going on here. Let's try. Okay. Well, this is getting kind of dumb now, because it's like, I clearly have remaining health, and then I'm just, like, dying anyway. I don't understand this fight. Maybe I'll try grill first. Why am I dying? This doesn't make any sense. It's just like killing me when I still have plenty of health bar left. This is really stupid. Okay. I don't know what the game expects me to do then. Alright, I immediately died that time. I keep dying with a ton of health left. Had 146 health. Didn't get reduced at all. But I died anyway. What is going on here? Alright, I just keep dying for no reason. Great. It doesn't even, like, give me a chance to change my build in case there's, like, something wrong with the build I picked. Cool, I'm instantly dead with tons of health. Can I change my stuff here? Alright. Alright, what else have I used in the past here? I think it was this one. Guess I'll see if this works better. Oh, it still started with my health at 1. Come on. Man, I really wish I had my 5,000 DPS for this, but this might work. Next phase, I guess. Did it work? Where's Grill? Ugh. Sorry, I feel really weak right now. I'll be back soon. Alrighty. It is kind of some certified bullshit that the game was just like, sorry, your tried and true build doesn't work now, just because, fuck you. Like, there is no good reason this shit should have, like, completely negated all the health I had built up. That was so dumb. Whoa. Where am I? Is Simmer okay? The Stargate. Weren't we in the middle of cooking just now? It's so hard to concentrate. I'm gonna take a quick nap. Damn, y'all. Abandoning me when I need you most. Fine, I'll just kill his ass anyway. I'm just waiting for this phase to end. Wait, is the bar still moving? I don't think it is. Okay. Oh my god. I gotta get to higher ground here. I gotta be hitting him with the whirlwind strike. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah. That's the good shit right there. Another phase? Bro. Damn, son, you still not dead? How many phases are you gonna have? Man, if I still had my 5,000 DPS... Bro, are we done here yet? This can't be happening. Don't leave us, Putrid. We may have failed, but he can still destroy everything you care about. Since you've been fighting for your friends, we shall separate you forever. Oh, Putrid, please take all the energy in Stargate for yourself. Use me, take what's left of my soul. Nothing matters anymore. Do anything you want, just make the pain stop. Oh, shit. What is going on? All of my dishes are gone. And my weapons. Oh my god. What is this? What is going on here? These, like, blue cracks showing up seem like they would be, like, simmer breaking through or something. but then, like, nothing's happening. I'm so confused. What is happening here? I do not understand what's happening. I guess as long as that bar keeps going down, I know I'm making progress. Also, man, the music at this point is, like, really not climactic at all. Oh god. I think I'm just trying to not get sucked into the black hole. Oh shit. The game has gotten so janky. I'm just waiting out that bar. I have expended Putrid's energy in this dimension. He couldn't vanquish you? Not even when... Putrid, your voice, it's so distant. You win, zombie. Are you happy now? He couldn't kill you, but you are now trapped inside this dimension. You have no power. You have nothing. How are Simmer and Grill doing? You will never know. There is nothing here. Those that have trampled on us, they continue to live their happy lives. Why did you have to ruin everything? Forget it. The cycle continues. If I have to live another life, I guess I'll just have to give it another try. I'm scared. No, I'm terrified. Why do I not even have a choice? Darkness slowly enveloped everything. Only darkness remained. Only darkness. Something happened there. Oh, maybe that was a spawn point that I hit. Who's this? Oh. Oh. My child, I hope that one day you will come to understand the decisions I have made. You are a bundle of love and kindness, just like your mother. That's why the world ultimately took her from us. Is that Grill? Hold on, I might need to take a break before I finish this. Let me do a quick BRB. Give me just a moment. Alright, I have returned. I really think I'm probably at the end of the game here. Could it be me? The lore of the zombie? Oh shit! Human me went and visited Simmer and Grill's food truck. That's awesome. Oh. Lieutenant Ping. The Sok did not construct these underground structures. We joined forces with all the other nations without underground shelters and invaded this massive facility. That tenuous alliance crumbled right after we took over. An internal war erupted over what little resources were left. Your father and I, along with the Executive Council, decided to take drastic measures. We turned this dungeon into a bloodbath, massacring the population to submission. Peace was achieved only after paving the streets with bodies. No one was in the mood to celebrate. It's a dog-eat-dog world out there. You either become a savage animal or you submit. The cruel thrive, while the virtuous are relegated to the soul power plants. There is a hidden third option. Destroy both the oppressors and the oppressed. End it all. It's a dog-eat-dog world out there, and I got the dog in me. Rolling down the street, smoking Indo, sipping on gin and juice. According to our measurements, once 0.5% of putrid soul infiltrates our dimension, the Earth will no longer be inhabitable. Abandoning the Earth is now our only option. The ARC project will be our final attempt to escape our current predicament. The project calls for the President to open the Stargate for a short period of time. Government officials and 1,000 loyal and high-ranking mages will pass through the Stargate and arrive at the colony world. The rest of the population will have to be left behind. With a healthy legion of experienced mages, building a new society should be a piece of cake. What are you waiting for? I can't keep the Stargate open for much longer. We need to go now. I never thought I'd see you again. I loved your book, The Utter Moron's Guide to Necromancy. I kept reading and rereading it while I was in Rift Space. I actually have a question about skin discoloration during the zombification process. Is there any way to fix that? Wow. Damn. The lore. Deepest lore. Why am I doing this? I ask myself that all the time. Over the years, I've been told over and over again about the lives my father has taken. I've gotten used to the feeling of ending people's lives for my own benefit. I want to try something different before the world ends. I want to try doing it another way. If I could just, for once in my life, sacrifice myself for someone else. I wasn't sure if there would ever be any lore to the zombie. I thought he was just going to be like a nameless blank slate character. There's Clifford! It might be like a baby Clifford, I think. Hey, hey! Wake up! Now's not the time to be dying. Do you know how long it took to find you? I've invested a lot into you, so you're contractually obliged to stay alive in my employment forever. Wake up. Directed by Darren Aronofsky. There's Clifford. He's back. The hero has awakened. Greetings, I am the kitchen goddess for the city of Omelas. We need you to defeat the evil demon lord. Your first mission is to clear the field of grass slimes, which have a 25% chance of dropping apples. Return to me once you've collected 3 apples and a fry pan. Stop messing with him, Simmer. We can't be sure his mind made it out in one piece. Hey, remember me? I'm your boss, Grill. You used to work at my restaurant, where that blue deadbeat always comes in to beg for spare change. You're the deadbeat! You were sleeping the entire time when we fought Putrid last year. You know, it takes real skill to sleep that well. Hey, it's been a while. Rob, the professional mechanic at your service. That was the second time I saved your ass. Did you think your life would end in darkness? Denied. Good endings only. To be precise, Professor Shroom learned about the space you were interned in after connecting with Putrid's network. I really thought Professor Shroom was going to turn out to be some kind of evil pervert. Simmer and Grill then formulated a modified cosmic bubble tea to create an opening through which Rob beamed you here. Rob only participated in the final step. We would never have found you if Professor Shroom didn't volunteer to sacrifice himself. There he is! Are you talking about the person who made me? Yes, he was the best. Whew, I'm glad you can still move. Grill and I spent a long time figuring out Uncle Z's recipes. We were so distraught at the thought of losing you forever. Since we have recovered the zombie, I suggest a change of course for the colony world. Okay, let's fire up those engines. Check it out! While you were trapped back there, we managed to build this massive spaceship. After you banished Putrid back to his own dimension, the ritual continued and ended up blowing up the Earth. We got everyone onto the ship, but we continued to orbit the Earth's remains as we tried to locate you. Now that everyone's actually here, we can now head towards the colony world. Full speed ahead, Nickel. Understood, shifting course for the colony worlds. I wonder what it's going to be like. Do you think we can start a restaurant when you get there? We can start the Dungeon Munchies franchise. Let's create another obesity pandemic in the colony world with highly addictive fast food. I thought you hated that name. Holy crap, you can do that with your face? Wow. All my best friends. Incredible. Kind of a low-res picture, though. But that's fine. Oh shit, it's Majaja. Here ends the final chapter of Dungeon Munchies. Thanks to you, Simmer and Grill have a chance to cook another day in this dreary, chaotic universe. Your journey ends here for now. Before you leave this dimension, please feel free to chat, explore, or return to the past to collect any items you missed. Thank you for your support over these long months, and please look forward to our future projects. Wow. What a video game. Look at all this stuff. Got a spawn point. Oh, look at that. Oh, the credits are rolling? Oh, but I need to talk to everybody. Skolfa. English translate by Ian. Thank you, Ian. Good job. Welcome back, new guy. Must have been nice chilling and not working out there in empty space. Not working out there in empty space. You should treat him with a little more respect. He's a big chef now. Welcome back to Simmer's Indentured Servitude roster. It's your first day back, but you've got a lot on your plate already. They're all jobs that we couldn't do. What? No! I assigned those jobs for each of you to do. This isn't a university group project. You can't just let one person do everything. Kamul and I used to do that. The worst part was listening to Tyler and Emma slamming the ham next door as we did their assignments for them. Fucking slamming the ham. Well, that caught me off guard. Thanks, Ian. Come on, he spent the whole year on leave. Give him some work rehab. It's not like he can delegate everything to a robot like you. What I'm doing is a little something called retirement. You're still young, so you've got a whole lifetime of work ahead of you. Whole lifetime of work, my ass. We're just a bundle of animated bones? What happened to giving us bodies, huh? If you take special requests for those, I'd like for Tyler to have less back hair there. What? Why would Simmer know something like that? Weren't we created from Simmer's memories of us? Emma used to tell us everything. By everything, I really mean everything. I did not need to be a part of those conversations. I just didn't want to be the only one with that information. I can't stand you girls and you stupid gossip. I think I have a perfectly normal... Maybe we should get back to welcoming our old friend. Simmer and I have actually made some progress into getting our bodies back. I call it Necromancy 2.0. Since spirits already have a sense of sight and hearing, it can't be that hard to add a sense of smell and taste. Attaching new features to spirits requires much less magic than replicating an entire body. That's right. We'll be able to enjoy all the bodily pleasures while we continue to inhabit our immortal spirits. We will become living gods. There it is. You're at it again with your scammy promises. This will end the same way as that plan you had to make food using vegetable souls. That's not really her fault. The vegetables are a valuable resource, and they're on our side now. We shouldn't be cooking and eating them. Yeah, I only stopped because I was adhering to Grill's ever-changing code of ethics. That being said, I am still doing some experiments on the side. Simmer! You can't eat creatures that can talk. I don't remember hearing so much as a peep from you when our chef here chewed through those vegetables. I guess you really are Little Miss Double Standards. I already came up with a response to that one. I don't have double standards. I simply hold everything the highest standard that I'm comfortable with. Since there can only be one highest standard, I can't possibly have multiple standards. Wow, riveting stuff, Little Miss Self-Serving. How many nicknames do you plan to use for me? So when Putrid caught the three of us, did Simmer rescue us, or did she create us from memory again? Good question. I couldn't be bothered to save you because it was more convenient just to remake you. I'm the only one who's been remade? How many goddamn times do we have to go over this? While the new guy was fighting Putrid, I was taking care of everything else. Ah, my phone's vibrating again. I don't know what a blue alert is. Shut up. You'd all have to be remade if it wasn't for me. I, Princess, carried each and every one of you into this ship after I freed myself from Putrid's grasp. Simmer could have planted those memories into your head. How can you prove that it was real? He's right. How are we going to prove this one? Fuck! Are you serious? Stop trying to get people riled up, Simmer. Let me be the impartial observer in your dispute. What was Tyler doing in that last battle? I remember seeing Tyler and Kumwul staring intensely at the fire as we were making the dish. I remember the new guy finishing the dish as he fended off enemies, but I was quickly engulfed in a torrent of red tentacles. That was when Putrid almost caught us all. I quickly freed myself from his control and totally owned the monsters that were guarding us. Was anyone there to see that? Putrid quickly depleted me of mana, so I can't recall anything beyond that. To be honest, I don't remember much either. My last memory of that event was when Chef drove me out of his body. After that, I just kept falling. I carried the team. I was the one who supplied the robot with the locations of where you all landed. I had hastily transferred my systems into a relatively simple vehicle, so I have no clear data to back Tyler's claims. Oh man. Burp. Fine. At the end of the day, I believe in what I did, and that's what matters. That may be the answer to everything. Perhaps I just need something I can believe in. You'll stop bitching around like that as soon as you get a girlfriend. Just look at me. Oh wow, get a girlfriend. Jeez, I wonder why I never thought of that. There have been no sightings of sea organisms or Putrid's followers on this ship since our last battle. I guess we really put that monster out of commission. I still don't quite understand how we beat Putrid. I thought it was obvious what happened. Our overpowered chef gave him the look, and poof. Based on data from Rift Space, Putrid's power in our dimension depends entirely on his followers. He used all the donated mana on his destructive ritual and the Stargate, leaving little for himself to fight the zombie. After his defeat deprived him of mana, Putrid could no longer maintain his form in our dimension and was forced to depart. So he logged out because he got tired and had to go to bed. Noob! We cannot let our guard down. Putrid may return at any time if there are souls that yearn for his return. The reports I've seen have also implied that the Putrid we have seen is merely a tiny drop of a greater being. If it does not come back, it could be several magnitudes more powerful than anything we've observed. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Right now, let's just focus on keeping people happy. Happy people don't join transdimensional cults. Man, it seems like there's going to be a ton of endgame dialogue here. We want to join a transdimensional cult. Sounds pretty dank, honestly. I mean, if you can't live in a world where you get to hang out and cook with Simmer and Grill, the next best option is transdimensional cult. How is the third Plantiverse presidential election coming along? Lickspittles and potatoes polls have evened out, but Radish is quickly gaining popularity. If this trend continues, he could be the frontrunner. Ah, Nickel. Why don't you explain this whole thing to our chef? I developed this power generator by modifying the soul power plant system. Simmer named it the Plantiverse. Inside every pod is a fruit or vegetable living in the virtual Plantiverse world. That's accomplished by combining an array of sensory magic and VR technology. Oh my god, all the fucking plants are wearing like VR headsets. I just noticed that. The Plantiverse is infinitely large, allowing players to pursue their dreams and create civilizations. They've recently begun doing elections. The pods generate power for the ship as long as the fruits and vegetables continue to participate in this virtual world. They only need sunlight to grow, so we just need to point a couple lights at them and boom, infinite power. The original Sol power system was designed to maximize power output. As a result, it created too much suffering and caught the attention of Putrid. Even though the Plantiverse is far less efficient, its output is enough to power our ship. This milder generator should help maintain peace and stability on board. This entire world is a lie. This digital prison was created to enslave and exploit us. There are those who hold such views, but participation in the Plantiverse isn't mandatory. They can join or leave the system at any time. Most choose to stay because space and entertainment on the ship are extremely limited. Do you really think you have a choice? The supercomputer controls the government, regardless of who gets elected. This is a charade and an affront to freedom. That is true. The elections help me understand public sentiment so that I may make the appropriate adjustments. I am the only one on this ship with the ability to manage the Plantiverse. I control your world. I am your god. Hey, you really are a megalomaniac. I knew it. Nickel's doing an excellent job. Just listen in on any conversation they're having. Lickspittle draws his own election posters. He's so talented. I'm gonna vote for him. No. Just look at this ancient human poster I stumbled across recently. What? The pose? They look exactly the same. Lickspittle traces artwork. Anyone who traces can't possibly be an honest person. We can't vote for him. What was I supposed to learn from that? Fruits and vegetables were once at each other's throats. Now all they do is argue about trivial things like tracing. This is a sign of their advancing civilization and my effective rule. Incredible. I guess you're right. Even if they do go to war, at least it'll just be a virtual war. If they're sophisticated enough to have elections, I wonder what else they've accomplished. The plants have developed along the lines of developed human societies in the 21st century. They are currently obsessed with internet celebrities and streaming video games. Oh my god. Let me get this straight. They're playing a game inside a larger game and streaming it in-game? Oh my god. It's real. Human society and the Plantiverse function off the same principle. Demand creates its own supply. They've even developed a thriving adult film industry. What? Plant? Pornos? God damn it. Why is that so funny to me? Plant pornos? Oh, this is so stupid. I want to see. Opening video at the Pink Anther. I hate this. I hate this. Yeah, you got that right. This game does have a lot of personality. This is so stupid. My bees are sending pollen your way. Yes. Cover my stamen with your pollen-filled bees. Make me bear fruit. The bees are flying. Oh. This is what plants do in real life. Why did they censor the statement? Hasn't it always been out in the open? Let's not get too deep into this. That's enough psychic damage for today. This is why we have to save the bees. Exactly. God. We must be complicit in these filthy plant acts. It might be the best solution right now, but I still think there's something off about putting plants into a virtual world to take their energy. As the ultimate beneficiaries of this socio-economic system, you should not be wasting your time debating the ethics of my actions. You should be relaxing and watching TV with your friends. These political issues are too onerous and complicated. Just leave everything to me and there won't be any problems. See, I was just about to watch some more anime, but now it feels like I'm just following your orders. That line about psychic damage was too true. That was... We love you, ethnically dubious android girl. Yes. Thank you for showing me that shit. God. Okay, good. They don't have any more plant pornos to show me. I like how the bananas are all isolated in their own little room there. The bananas, as we know, were the greatest perverts in this game. Oh my god. What new horrors await here? I hope there's going to be more of Captain DUI. Putrid's gone and we got our chef back. All that's left is for this ship to arrive at our destination, right? It all feels kind of unreal. I've spent all these years worrying about Putrid, so I'm still getting used to life without an immediate existential threat. What you need now is to lie on the sofa and watch TV for like a whole century. Real. Can I really take a break now? Oh shoot, we forgot something super important. What? What did we forget? Food, Simmer. You gotta have food when you watch TV. Real. I thought we couldn't eat. We can make food for the others. We should make a feast to celebrate the zombies' return. Can anyone here eat normal food? I can't. Nope. It'd be nice, but... Well, isn't that just great? My profession is cooking. My hobby is cooking. We trained a chef who's an expert at cooking, only to end up having no one to cook for. Arf, arf! I heard there was going to be food. Hey, he's not the cooler Big Vine anymore. He lost his, like, eye scars and cool shades. He's only got one eye scar now. Hmm? Weren't you guys in the Plantiverse? I don't want to do what everyone else is doing because I think it makes me look uncool. Also, I miss hanging out with you all. Big Vine is cool. He could hang out and watch anime any day. I lost the election. The virtual world sucks. What a lousy bunch of buffoons. I'd rather eat real food in the real world. We might have our differences, but I'm willing to temporarily put all of it aside for some good food. Did you know that taste sensor modules exist for AI and computers? That means that to some extent, Nickel and I will also be able to taste your cooking. I do not require your sustenance, and I am indifferent to tasting your food. However, I will participate in the feast to increase its positive impact on group cohesion. We've got a whole party now, Simmer. Whoa. I never thought you'd be egging me on to do a feast. You always hated large gatherings. I still do, but I know you like this kind of stuff, and I want to let you do the things you love. I want to make you happy. Aw, stop it. Not in front of everyone, Grill. Alright, I'm gonna make a feast you'll never forget. Sharpen your knives, Chef. We've got some prep work to do. This is a great video game. also just noticed the little, like, chairs here. They look like they have little skeleton faces on them. I don't know if that's an intentional part of their design or not. The feast was finally underway after a chaotic and explosive preparations. Ugh, so tiring. Clifford, stop getting food all over the place. Rough. Phew, I can finally take a breather. I suppose all we can do is watch as they eat. It's weird how quickly my mana's recovering now. It should be impossible without a real body. I wonder what's happening. Looks like you need a quick Necromancy 101 review. Soul and mana recovery can actually happen with any sort of satisfaction. The body is just a useful conduit for that satisfaction. I just need to be satisfied to recover? Ah, that's how I could work for days without resting while building and tending to the Asan Sanctuary. Yeah, you also began to use that mana to turn yourself into some kind of dark, cliched RPG boss. Hey, my dragon blood compelled me to do it. It was my duty. I thought it looked pretty cool. Sure, but dragons always get slain by the hero. So on the flip side, I guess the more hopeless someone feels, the harder it is to recover. Exactly. Putrid isn't the benevolent being he professes to be because he just takes advantage of that loop to take people's souls away. Oh, I'm so sorry I didn't notice your situation in time, Simmer. I hope he didn't do any lasting... Hey, don't worry about it. I've since made a full recovery from that incident. I still can't eat, but I get the same satisfaction from seeing others enjoy my food. If you're fully recovered, then why are you still blue? I prefer it that way. Don't you think I look cuter like this? Oh god, what is this? I am the alcohol spirit. Please learn to say no to alcohol. Oh no! Is that Captain DUI? Captain, you should exit your vehicle before drinking me. No. The quality for this show really fell off the cliff after its first season. The voice acting sounds really stiff, and the plot is straying further away from the original. Are you the mastermind behind this disaster? Hazmat Man. I am Hazmat Man. Do you know the real culprit behind the nation's skyrocketing housing prices? Human nature. It is in our nature to gather mindlessly in cities and drive up demand. By detonating dirty bombs in population centers, I have convinced people to redistribute themselves more evenly. This will make housing more affordable and restore peace to our society. Look, right there. This director just can't capture the spirit of the original work. The author never wasted our time on this kind of boring exposition. What does this character even do? Ugh, chill out already. It's always the original this and the author that. Can't you just zip it and let me watch a show in peace? To comply with government regulations, the animation studio was forced to rewrite large portions of the story. Its massive plot holes managed to fry my memory circuits as I screened its second season. I hope you're now aware of the damage you and Suck had on our entertainment industry. I was a tool doing the job I was assigned. I had no means to resist. Well, if you can't resist, then I now order you to eat our food. Rob told me that you robots can eat, but I've never seen you take so much as a nibble. Yeah, eat, eat, eat! It's finally time for freshman hazing again? Your command will force me to override my default preferences, but I must comply. Extracting edible molecules, mapping out neural signals, loading. What? Tasty. I want to be human again. Wait. She was human in the past? Chat, is this real? It occurred to me right after I said that, like, I use chat, is this real, as a catchphrase in my real life, but I don't know that I have ever in my life actually referred to my chat as chat while actually streaming. I just kind of said that on reflex, not realizing that I was addressing the real chat in the real world. Real. Tasty, 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 tasty. Oh, she's broken. No. Now who's supposed to fly this ship? We're gonna crash into an asteroid and die. Ah. Rebooting. Regaining control of the ship. Whew. To prevent any future incidents, please refrain from giving any orders that engage my taste modules. However, I must reiterate, that was tasty. Amazing. She learned to feel feelings. And those feelings were tasty. Wow. Well, look at that nice picture. Wow, look at that nice photo of everybody. We've seen this already, but isn't that so nice? Everybody's here. Oh, yeah, here's all the food we made. Good stuff. All the magical weapons, like honky muffs and spirit crumplers, atom smashers, and baby givers. Yeah, I can just warp anywhere in the game now. What's this? Reset boss fight machine? I don't want to reset the boss fights. An exit? Thanks for playing Dungeon Munchies. Here are your stats. Hey. 13 hours, 56 minutes. Total damage output. Rack it up. Oh damn, it just keeps going. Gosh. I think I left out some of the magical weapons. There was the honky muffs and spirit crumplers, atom smashers, fuck up boots, murder hats, and baby givers. Yeah. I mean, I know that magic is unbelievable, but so is nothingness and clones, and we all know that clones and nothingness are everywhere, right? Alright. 4,359,000 total damage output. That probably means like 4,359,000. Oh, the max DPS is going to spend a while tallying up all the way. It's gonna hit at least 5,000. Hey, if you're there in chat still, did you notice the new feature I put on the right side of the screen, where I prompted people to ask me about various topics? You did talk to me about Witch Hat Atelier, so that counts as a number 1 there. We did talk about manga and potentially anime. I'm trying to like compile a whole list of compelling questions I can add. Oh, you're interested in number 3? Why? I'm so glad you mentioned it. So, well, hold on, my max DPS was way higher than 4,600. It was definitely above 5,000. Anyway, question number 3, that time I completely ruined a movie screening in the theater. So, my first job as a teenager was working at a movie theater. And, basically, to relay this story to you, there was one day where I was asked by, like, 2 of my senior co-workers at the movie theater, my senpai, if you will, to come to the upstairs of the movie theater, which I generally never went into at all. I mostly manned the concession stand the whole time I worked there, but I had aspirations to get into the box office or the projection booths. Anyway, I was one day asked by my movie theater senpai to go into the upstairs to the projection rooms, which was honestly like this whole like really fascinating labyrinth of rooms in this pretty old-ass movie theater building. And, you know, there were like these narrow hallways that led to every single theater's projection room. And, to this day in my life, I don't know how projectors in movie theaters work. It's probably completely different nowadays, because, like, everything's digital. But at the time, shit was on film. It's a sign of how elderly I am. And, I was taken up there by my coworkers, and they brought me in front of this, like, big projection machine, and they were like, hey, there's this big disc that is supposed to spin, and, like, the film, like, the physical film for this movie is supposed to, like, collect on this disc. And it's supposed to be, like, a motorized thing that spins around as the movie plays and, like, collects the film on it. And they told me, the disc is not spinning like it should. So what we need you to do is sit in a little folding chair here and manually spin this disc. Just sit here and do this. Spin this disc around and, like, let the film collect on this big spool on this disc. And by the way, this disc is, like, it's huge. It's, like, probably, like, at least 3 or 4 feet across. And I'm just sitting there, like, spinning it. And they were like, we're gonna go figure out how to fix this thing. And then once we get it fixed, we're gonna come back and, like, get you out of here so you can stop doing this. And so I'm, like, sitting there just, like, spinning this thing. By the way, I remember exactly the movie that was airing. The movie was called Flight Plan, and it was a thriller starring Jodie Foster. I've actually seen the movie, come to think of it. Basically, it's about, like, she's on a plane, and, like, when she goes to sleep, she realizes her daughter has been kidnapped, like, on the plane itself. And it's this whole thriller about her trying to, like, figure out what's going on, because, like, all the staff on the plane, like, tell her, like, oh, you didn't board with a daughter, you never had a daughter, like, all this shit. I don't remember, like, what happens at the end of the movie or anything like that, but that's, you know, the premise. So it was a screening of Flight Plan. And so I'm up there in the projection room, and I'm just spinning this thing, and I'm sitting there for, like, over half an hour, I'm sure, just, like, doing this repetitive motion over and over, just making this disc spin and collect the film. And, you know, sooner or later I'm wondering, like, where the hell are my coworkers who, like, told me to do this? Are they actually gonna try and fix this thing? And, like, are they actually gonna relieve me from, like, sitting here and doing this? Anyway, what ends up happening, you know, like, 30 or 40 minutes into this screening of Flight Plan is, like, I'm spinning the thing, spinning it, and eventually, I think, like, I spun it a little too hard, and, like, all of the film that had collected on that spool fell off and just, like, fell onto the floor in a heap, and, like, it immediately interrupted the movie. Like, you know, I looked out onto the screen, and there's just, like, a mostly white screen with, like, you know, a little bit of film showing, just, like, in a still image. And I'm just like, oh shit, what did I just do? And anyway, basically the story from then is that screening of the movie was ruined. I think probably all of the film was rendered unusable after it had collapsed onto the floor in a heap. And everybody who was in that movie came out into the lobby and got a refund because their screening was utterly ruined. And I would feel bad about that if I had any idea what I was doing at the time, but like, I was just this like teenager who was only paid to work the concession stand and had been like called up to do this task by my superiors. So like, basically, I was in no trouble for any of this. I did feel kind of bad that all of these people had their movie experience ruined, but like, also I did not have a lot of responsibility for that. So I think the two guys who like told me to sit in the room and do that ended up getting in some kind of trouble. I don't know exactly, but yeah, that was how I accidentally completely ruined some people's screening of Flight Plan. Yeah, it was at a weird time. It was like an afternoon on a weekday. It wasn't even like, prime movie viewing times. But still, I'd be curious to like speak to anybody who was in that theater when the screening was completely ruined. Because I could be like, yep, I was there. I helped. Start new game plus. Oh my god. I mean, hey, I might as well do that. Wow. Ah, look at that. I'm back at the beginning. I've been seeking revenge on you ever since you ruined my Flight Plan viewing all those years ago. Damn. How will I ever recover from this? I'm curious in this new game plus if I'm gonna get like all of the like items I had previously unlocked. Yeah, it looks like it. There's no secret to pick up here. Well, anyway, now you know the story of the time I completely ruined a theatrical movie screening. I'm planning to make this like a recurring theme in all of my streams, as I'm going to like have at least, those first two questions on the board and then have the third one be like an enticing story prompt to try and get people to ask me about. It doesn't even necessarily have to be new people. It can be longtime viewers. I just wanted an excuse to, like, prompt myself to tell stories like that. Wow, look at that. It's our good buddy Simmer. Oh yeah, cool, I get access to all my foods here. When do I get access to all my weapons? Oh, here's my weapons. Okay. Nice. Honestly, like, that story is the only reason I remember the movie Flight Plan. Like, I've seen the movie, but the whole thing I remember is just how I ruined that screening for a whole audience of people. Oh, what the heck? Oh, that was weird. Why did it, like, not let me use this dish? Okay, there it is. What else did I have? This and this. Trying to remember my build. This was in there, right? And this was in there. That's, What else did I use? None of these really look familiar. Probably... Ooh. Cocoa powder sounds like something I would be using. According to the Wikipedia page for it, the Association of Professional Flight Attendants called for an official boycott of Flight Plan, which they said depicts flight attendants as rude and unhelpful, with one acting as an accomplice to terrorists. Wow. I wonder how that went for the Association of Professional Flight Attendants, whom I have never heard of until this moment. I wonder if they had a successful boycott of the movie Flight Plan. Yeah, totally. I was on the side of all the flight attendants worldwide. I made sure that nobody got to enjoy this harmful movie Flight Plan. Which was, you know, of course, not about a real flight attendant, but about some kind of, like, terrorist, like, accomplice who masqueraded as a flight attendant. Sure. I don't know, it's been so many years since I saw that movie. That movie came out, like, almost 20 years ago. So I could not tell you if there was an actual flight attendant in the movie or not. You know, we never found out for sure if this guy is chocolate ice cream or pile of crap. Alright. Wait, is this... Oh, man. I really hoped I would have access to, like, all the warp points at this point in the game. Oh, hey. It made 4 times its budget. Nice. I think the flight attendants took an L. Sorry, flight attendants. I wonder if there are any, like, flight attendants currently working in the world who still hold a grudge against the movie Flight Plan. Like, are there flight attendants still working who are like, this fucking movie ruined my life and my career. Now nobody trusts me because they saw the 2005 movie Flight Plan with Jodie Foster. That was probably made on a very modest budget. I mean, the whole movie takes place on a plane, so it couldn't have had, like, an extremely high budget. Come to think of it, there was another movie that came out around 2005. It was called Red Eye. And that was directed by Wes Craven. That was also largely about an airplane ride. It had, what's his name? Cillian Murphy, right? It's Cillian, right? Not Cillian Murphy. That was like the first movie I ever saw him in. And that was, you know, an okay thriller movie. I can't say that it ever negatively depicted flight attendants. I definitely have to give Red Eye that much credit. You could get kicked off a plane mentioning Flight Plan. Jodie Foster is on the no-fly list. Yeah, she needs to atone for her crimes against flight attendants. She needs to now star in a movie where she plays a flight attendant. And it must be a very positive depiction of them. Oof. You know what's crazy to think about is I think Red Eye might have been the first Wes Craven movie I ever saw. I mean, it came out when I was a teenager, and like, as a kid, I would have been too scared to watch movies like Nightmare on Elm Street or The Last House on the Left. So I might have seen Red Eye before any Wes Craven movie. And nobody in the year of our Lord 2024 remembers the movie Red Eye. Fucking Wes Craven probably doesn't remember the movie Red Eye. But like, that was my introduction to his body of work, and you know, it was good enough that I was like, you know, this Wes Craven guy seems like a really good filmmaker. I want to see more movies that he made. So, it was good for that. What a journey. Okay, well, anyway, I'd better probably, like, call this game quits after I get to the next checkpoint. I think there's, like, one achievement that I have not gotten because it takes place, like, at the end of Chapter 2 or some shit. When I was a kid, I was really scared of Freddy Krueger, and when it was my bedtime, I was just like, well, I guess this is how I'll find out if he's real or not. Yeah, oh man, like, it's a really good thing I never saw any Nightmare on Elm Street movies when I was a kid, because, like, I remember I saw Tremors when I was, like, really young, and, like, after seeing that movie, which is often labeled, like, a comedy alongside being a monster movie, I was so scared that in my sleep, one of the, like, worm monsters from Tremors was going to come up under my bed and eat me while I was asleep. And throughout most of my childhood, my bed was on the second floor of our house. It was in the upstairs, and, like, still, I was convinced that a worm was going to come up underneath my bed and eat me in my sleep. It was just gonna, you know, come clear through the first floor and go into the second floor and devour me in my sleep, and there would be nothing I could do. So, if I had seen Nightmare on Elm Street at that age, there would be no help for me. That would be like a lifelong trauma for me. It's probably good that I never saw a Nightmare on Elm Street movie until I was like a teenager or young adult. There were so many movies that I was scared of as a kid that, like, I was surprised to learn were not considered horror movies. Like, Mars Attacks scared the living shit out of me. And I was shocked later in my childhood to discover that it was shelved in the comedy section in the video store. I was like, who thinks this fucking movie is funny? I was terrified of this for years. I was scared of the King Ramses episode of Courage the Cowardly Dog. Interesting. It's funny you mentioned that, because, I think Courage the Cowardly Dog came on when I was, like, a little bit beyond that irrational fear phase of childhood. So, I don't know, I could, like, appreciate the Ramses episode as, like, spooky, but it didn't, like, actively horrify me. And I recall at one point, I think it was on, like, Game FAQs, I was talking to people on the message boards, and, like, I offhandedly mentioned that I didn't think the Ramses episode was that scary, and I got accused of being an internet tough guy for saying it wasn't scary. Yeah, there was a lot of stuff. There was a lot of stuff like that. Like, I saw the movie Critters 2 when I was, you know, probably like 5 or 6 years old. That was another movie that absolutely terrified me, but like as an adult I can recognize as just like pretty goofy and like pretty silly. But man, Kindergartner Truth was mortified of the events of Critters 2. Like at the end of the movie when all of the critters assimilate into like a giant ball and start like rolling through town, and like when they roll over a person all that's left is like a bloody skeleton. Scariest shit I ever saw in my life up to that point. Kind of the same thing with Mars Attacks. There was a lot of like bloody skeletons in that movie too. Like anytime the aliens shot somebody, it would just leave behind a bloody skeleton. And it was the scariest thing I saw in my life. Yeah. Like in no point in my mind did I ever consider Mars Attacks to be a comedy, but that is apparently what the greater part of the world saw it as. Oh yeah, there was the whole like polka music at the end. Another thing that kind of scared like early childhood Truth. So, you know, I had several Disney movies on VHS as a kid, as one does. And one of the movies I had was The Little Mermaid, which, you know, cool-ass movie for the most part. Generally enjoyed that. But every time it got to the scene where, like, Ariel's dad finds her room with all of her, like, human memorabilia, and he, like, gets super pissed off and smashes up all of her shit, that actively scared me when I was a kid. Like, when it got to that scene, I would leave the room as a small child. Like, I would walk into the other room and just, like, wait until all of the noise was over of him, like, smashing up her whole room, like, all of her shit. Because, like, that was the scary thing in that movie. You know, I wasn't scared of, like, Ursula, like, turning into a giant sea monster or anything like that. But, like, an abusive parent, that's scary shit. It's kind of surprising in retrospect that Disney put something that raw into that movie. Of just, like, a straight-up abusive parent breaking all of his child's shit. I was really scared of the dinosaur ride at Disney World, and they saw how scared I was, and they took me to the security room, and I got to see all the cameras and stuff. Oh, that is pretty awesome. Wow. I've only been to Disney a couple times in my life. And so, like, one time I think I was, like, 4 years old, so I wasn't really old enough to remember most of it. And, like, the only other time I got taken to Disney in my life was when I was about 17. And so, like, at age 17, I was, like, pretty well over all of the, like, Disney attractions. I was like, oh yeah, this is all just shit for little kids. This is all for babies. I want to go home and play video games. So, you know, I had fun for a while in that 17-year-old visit of Disney. But I distinctly remember that, like, after a few hours, I was just completely fed up with it. And I feel kind of bad for my parents at that point because, like, they probably spent a lot of money getting us tickets to Disney, which I didn't really have much concept of. And so, I've never seen the photographs of that trip, but I can guarantee you that, like, as the day went on, my face just started to look less and less happy, less and less enthusiastic. Because they kept asking me to, like, pose for pictures when I was just, like, completely over everything and just wanted to be home. Yeah. I don't know. It's like, age 17 was probably just the exact wrong time to take me to Disney. And, like, if they had taken me, like, 5 years earlier or 5 years later, I probably would have been all about it, probably would have completely loved it. But yeah, I just got fed up as a 17-year-old. I got tired of, like, waiting in all the lines, and, like, everything being way too expensive to take part in. All the food being way too expensive to get. And all that stuff. I did have fun on the, what was it, Thunder Mountain ride. So that at least was really cool. But yeah, I don't know, just at that age, all I really wanted to do was, like, fucking go home and play Unreal Tournament or something. It was, like, too late in my childhood to be, like, overtaken with all the whimsy and wonder, but, like, not far enough into my adulthood to be, like, overwhelmed with nostalgia, you know? So I don't know, I have not been back to any Disney parks since then, since I was about 17 years old. There aren't many experiences in life better than playing Unreal Tournament. Fair, yeah. I was really, like, into Unreal Tournament too. I even made some custom maps for it. Pretty primitive custom maps, and, like, I didn't really, like, share them on the internet either. I kinda wish I had, because maybe then they'd still be around. But that was really fun. You know, I used, like, Unreal Ed and learned how to make maps. It was pretty cool. I shared them with, like, one friend who also had Unreal Tournament, and, like, that was it. The maps I made got shared with one person. Also, the cool thing about that game, Unreal Tournament 99 was, like, one of the last games that you could install on your PC and play without having the CD inserted. So, that's how my friend had it. The friend that I shared my maps with, I just brought the CD over to his house one day and installed the game, and then he got to play it forever. It was kind of cool when computer games actually let you do shit like that. Just install the game and play it whenever you want without needing to insert the CD. I always preferred arena shooter DM stuff in the FPS genre. Yeah, I mean, I've never been that big a fan of, like, competitive shooters. I mean, I played, you know, like 1,000 hours of Team Fortress 2 and played a fair amount of Overwatch 1. But yeah, I don't know, just modern shooters don't do that much for me. I much more prefer, like, games like Doom, where it's just you against an endless horde of enemies. Yeah, same, honestly. I got addicted to Team Fortress 2 when I was in college. I played it pretty much every day. There was hardly a day went by that I didn't play at least one round of TF2. Like, I was so caught up in the community, you know, like, I idled for hats. I used the external idling program and then had all of my hats taken away because I was a filthy cheater. And then eventually I somehow got the Halo hat item that was given to all the non-cheaters. Don't know why they gave that to me. I was, like, all about that game. My favorite TF2 map might be a controversial take, but it was CP Steel. I think Steel was the most underrated map in the game. I think the only reason people hated Steel was because they couldn't figure out the layout. But once you actually figured out the layout, it was so much fun. it was like one of the most, like, not only balanced, but also like compelling to play maps. There was definitely a time when I got roped into the, like, 32-player, 2-fort only, instant respawn maps. And eventually I came to my senses and realized that was a pretty shitty experience. And, like, not how the game was meant to be played. And, you know, eventually I learned to love all maps. Except for 2-fort. I realized I was wrong to have ever loved 2-fort. Alright, I've been just kind of like going through the motions of this game. And I need to like see what achievements I'm still missing. I am missing only one. Okay, I've already come this far. I might as well get the last achievement while I'm like playing the game right now. So let me see. I'm just gonna Google how to do this one. Because I know it was like some really obscure thing. Let's see. Alright. It shouldn't be too hard to do. It says I need to equip a scythe and assorted fish soup when I get to a particular point in the game. Which shouldn't take too much time because, you know, getting to use all of my fully upgraded abilities means I get to just power through the whole game. I love 2-fort from a distance. I'm not going there. I mean, I would be lying if I said I didn't have a lot of really fun times playing 2-fort. But, like, I can recognize it's, like, pretty badly designed. Like, it's rare that you can really, like, use any class to its maximum potential at 2-fort. Like, as a scout, you know, pretty much your only job is to run across the bridge in the middle and grab the intelligence and run back, but, like, if the enemy has even a single engineer, then, like, as a scout, you can't do shit anymore. It's like, yeah, another reason, like, it's a pretty bad map is, like, as a single engineer, you could lock down your whole base if you just, like, built a sentry in exactly the right spot outside that one upper spawn room. And, like, you know, as a sniper, all you could do was stand on the designated sniper zone and shoot at other snipers. It was so pointless. They designated a spot for the snipers to stand in 2-fort, and gave them nothing to do but shoot at other snipers. Once in a while you could shoot at a scout who's trying to cross the bridge. But yeah, basically your job was, like, go sniper, shoot the other snipers. It was a very, like, self-contained ecosystem. I tell you though, if you could play engineer in 2-fort and, like, manage to get your ass all the way into the enemy intel room and build a teleporter there for your team, that was, like, peak gaming. That was my absolute favorite thing to do. Like, you could lock down a whole match if you could, as an engineer, get into the enemy intel room and build a teleporter and a sentry. It was so hard to do, but, like, so rewarding. Another thing I really liked to do was, like, try to convince people to go into, like, the underground sewer area in 2-fort and have a melee-only fight club. which was really cool if you could get going. That's the thing that like always made TF2 better than Overwatch, in my opinion, was like you could convince people to do stupid shit like that. Like, it was totally fine if you were just, like, doing something stupid that had nothing to do with the objective. I've always had this comparison that I liked about TF2 versus Overwatch, which is, like, Overwatch is kind of like this overbearing parent that plots out the time of your day that you're allowed to have fun, and the times of your day that you're required to study, and which friends you're allowed to spend time with, and all the household rules you have to follow. And TF2 was the parent that would, like, drop you off at the junkyard with some firecrackers and some pizza money, and say, I'll be back in a few hours to pick you up, don't do anything illegal. And you know, a game like Overwatch that's, you know, overbearing like that, it has its place. I can see why some people would appreciate that. But, you know, I always preferred the fun parent that was TF2. I'd really like to go back and play that game again, but, like, I've heard that it's just overrun with bots these days. And it's really hard to get into an actual game. Alright, well I know I have to fight Grill before I reach the point that I can get this achievable. So I know I'm not quite there. What checkpoint am I at? Okay, I'm probably almost at chapter 2. That's where I need to be. I'm basically speedrunning the game at this point. Just skipping like all enemies. Hazards, not even a concern. And this really was a great game. I'm really glad I set out to, like, 100% it. But also, like, man, I don't say this about games very often, but, like, the story really carried so much of this game. Like, if it didn't have these lovable characters and, like, genuinely funny writing, then, like, it would just be, like, a janky Metroidvania platformer. With, like, not that much depth to it. It's rare for, like, a game's story and characters to win me over that much that I'm willing to, like, overlook most flaws in it. And there are some, like, glaring flaws in this game, honestly. Like, I think there were definitely times when, like, there was supposed to be music that just wasn't playing. Some of the music is, like, totally unfitting for, like, the environment or moment where you encounter it. I think sometimes just sounds and music didn't play at times. And there's honestly, like, not a great feel to the combat until you get one of these, like, unstoppable builds like I have. I'm kind of curious if this developer has made anything else since Dungeon Munchies, and what that might be. If it's written as well as this game, I might love it just as much. Alright, so I am ready to fight the Lord of the Forest. Get melted. You can't even fight me. Come on now, next phase. Here we go. We done here? Are we done yet? There we go. Okay, I think the truck sequence is after I go through this, like, lab or military base or whatever. Okay. What's this? Another boss fight? just want my one more achievement. I've gotta be about there. Mm-hmm. Is it time to get the last achievable? Alrighty. Here we go. Any minute now, I'm gonna get to the point where I can change my equipment and get this last Chibo. Mm-hmm. Okay, this is about it. It's about time to guard the truck. Urgh. There they are. Alright, so let's see. I needed scythe and assorted fish soup. So let's try this. There's a scythe. Let's take off this. Now, where is assorted fish soup? There it is. Interesting. Apparently this will do it. Let's try it. I did it! I damaged Big Vine's truck when rescuing Grill. And with that, I have 100% achievements in this game. Cool! Alright, well, there you have it. Now, all this time after I got the actual ending, there's going to be the end of Dungeon Munchies for you. Anyway, I had a great time with this game. I think probably every single time I streamed it, there was at least one thing that made me absolutely lose my shit laughing at it. What a good video game. Highly recommend this to anyone else. Anyway, that's gonna be about it for me for tonight. So, I hope anybody who watched in any of these last 5 streams enjoyed the game. Hope you enjoyed the experience. Hope you enjoyed hanging out. I sure did. Even though I know I was alone for most of the streams. But, yeah. Good times were had. I hope to be back with something new next week. I might make a return to game roulettes. We'll see. But anyway, until then, keep an eye out in my Discord for notifications about when I'm streaming next. And whenever that may be, just keep an eye out. And until then, remember to stay hydrated. Have a good night.